Hi, welcome back to my channel, Scale Model Kit Review Studio. Welcome back to another installment of the DeAgostini build, the 1/6 scale Ford GT500 Mustang. And I said it, 1/6 scale is the largest car out there in the part work realm. So if you haven't done so already, head over to DeAgostini and subscribe to this build today. I put a direct link down below. Click on that link. Lets DeAgostini know you're watching my videos. Let's get started. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review Studio, and welcome back to another installment of this fantastic build. This is available from DeAgostini Collectibles. This is the 1967 Shelby GT500, and this is Build Your Own Ford Mustang. Now, I am currently working on Pack 15. 4 more stages arrived, 63 through 66. In this pack, I'll mostly be working on the dashboard items and interior carpets and floor mats and such. So, let's look at the parts that came with this pack. Stage 63, dashboard components. Stage 64, looks like the rear floor area. Stage 65, some floor mats, some seat belts, and stage 66, some more floor mats. So if you haven't done so already, head over to DeAgostini Collectibles and see if this is available. If it is, I highly recommend it. Remember, this car is in 1/6 scale, so it's massive. It's one of the biggest out there. Let's get started. And let's begin with 63. Magazine is fantastic here, semi-gloss pages, 12 to 13 pages front and back, lots of color going on here, and the articles are great just to have alone for themselves. So the first article in this magazine here is the American Fire Truck. Very nice. And then they give us step-by-step instructions. In this case, it is the car radio, central dashboard dials. You can see that there. Very nice. A lot to do there. And then the Ford story. That's what's great about these magazines. They do give you a history of Ford Motor Company. And this case, it's Jackie Ickes, Monsieur Le Mans. So he was a Le Mans driver. Very nice there. Here's the parts for stage 63. PS11, PS25 screws, parts for the radio itself, parts for the instruments, the dash cover, the decals, and the clear lenses. And first thing I'll do is apply these decals to these backing plates here. And here's a close-up of those decals. Very cool. And the decals have been applied. Let's move on to the next step. Go ahead and assemble the radio now. Looks good there. Put our knobs in, little chrome knobs. And the knob should go down all the way to secure everything in place. And the clear part gets inserted on this. Just like that. Now we'll go ahead and install this on the dashboard. Bring over the dashboard here. And simply just going to go just like that. We're going to put 2 PS25 screws on the back side. And tighten those down. Both are in. And that's what the radio looks like. Looks great. Next I'll install the lenses for the center dials. And they just simply go in from the back side here, just like that. Take our instruments, put those down on top. That's what they look like there. This all gets inserted on top of that. There's a tab, locks it in. And then we'll put our screws in from the back side. Just one screw, a PS25. There we go. Installed. And that's what that looks like. Very cool. And the right rear dashboard cover goes down on that next. That's what it looks like there. It goes down just like this. And two PS25 screws go into that. And there we go. Nice and tight. That's what that looks like there. Turn it over, give you a view of what that looks like from this side. And the center dials will go in next. So they're simply just going to insert and get mounted on that tab right there. Turn this over. And a PS25 will go into that right back here. And that's tight. Turn it over. And that's how your instruments should be oriented. Looks good. Now it's time to mount this to the floor. Alright, I've retrieved the floor over, and we're going to install the dashboard onto 4 areas on the floor. It's going to get screwed down with these 2 tabs on top, but on the sides it needs to overlap into these grooves on each side. So we'll pay attention to that as we install it. These sides right here, this little tab here, will overlap the floor assembly. Okay, so we'll bring this down. That's snapped in there. Make sure the other side looks good. It is. It's good. Perfect. So everything is snapped in. You can see there. Right there, and right there. So I'll put in my 2 PS11 screws on top here. And that completes stage 63. I think it looks fantastic. Let's head over and get started on stage 64. Stage 64, I'll work on the rear floor and carpets. Here's all the parts. Once again, I believe these are velvet that have a double-sided tape on them, kind of like stickers. We'll mount those down carefully. And then we'll attach that rear floor to the front floor. Let me get the parts, I'll be right back. Here's the parts for 64. PS25 screws. Here's the rear floor, made of plastic. Very nice. And the velvet carpets. And there's the carpets installed. Take your time with this, and you'll do fine. And the floor snapped in place from underneath. I put in 4 PS25 screws into that. Good to go. And that's all I do with stage 64. Let's head over and do stage 65. Stage 65 will work on the left side carpets and mats and front seat belt. Here's the parts we received. And we'll do the same thing with the carpet here for the mats. Little piece of carpet goes on there. Makes it nice. Looks very simple to do. And peel the tape from the back of the mat, and that goes in place. So that looks good there. Then we'll install the seat belts, anchor those down with some screws. And install the driver's seat. Let me get the parts, I'll be right back. Here's the parts for 65. PS05, PS14. Here's those floor mats, the velour inserts, seatbelt, and the double-sided tape for the mats. Okay, I've assembled the floor mats with the velour. Very nice. I put the double-sided tape on the back, so these are ready to be installed on the driver's side floor. And the floor mats are installed. Looks good. Now let's go ahead and install those seat belts for the driver's seat. Alright, first thing we do is we install this little bracket onto the seat belt, just like that. It lines up with that tab. PS05 screw goes into that. On the driver's side, we'll just mount this down, just like that, and put a PS05 screw from underneath. Next, we'll go ahead and take our seat belt with the Cobra symbol on top, and we're going to insert that right here. Going to go through the floor, and we'll secure it on the back side. And it's secured down. Press fit in place, but I put a little bit of super glue on there to hold it in place. Next, I retrieved my seats from storage, and both seats are identical, so it doesn't matter which one you use, as you can see. We're going to mount that to the floor. And these two tabs will go into the holes right there. PS14 screws go in from underneath. Alright, so both screws are installed. Turn this over, and that's what that looks like there. Looks great. Put our seat belt over. And that completes stage 65. Looks great. Let's head over and do the final stage for this video, stage 66. Let's look at stage 66 instructions here. Right side carpets and mats for the front seat belt. These are the parts just like we did before. Going to put the velour on there, tape them down. Nothing new here. Exactly the same as the driver's side. Looking good. Ultimately putting them down, and we will install our passenger seat. Let me get the parts. I'll be right back. Here's the parts for 66, and I'm going to PS14, PS05, and here's all the parts, just like before, the mats, the velour, seatbelt. And there you go, stage 66 is completed. I did it just like 65, nothing new there. Seatbelts installed, floor mats, the inserts for the mats, and of course the passenger seat. So it all looks great. And there you go, that completes pack 15. I had a blast building this. If you'd like to get this for yourself, head over to DeAgostini Collectibles and see if it's available and sign up for it today. Remember, this is 1/6 scale. As compared to my hand, you can see how large the front of the car is. It truly is a fantastic build. So if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. Happy modeling, everybody, and take care.